Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Fates Day. We are live and super excited to come back to you 2 days in a row. It feels kind of weird, I won't lie, but I'm super excited to get right back into Fates. I love looking forward to Thursdays, and now we get a double dose of Bardicdice and D&D on this channel, so I'm super excited. Thank you guys so much for showing up to our debut of The Witch Beyond the Wildlight. It was a super success yesterday, and we had so much fun. So I'm super excited for all of you guys to be back next Wednesday. We'll be doing that. And then don't worry, Fates United will continue happening every Thursday, same bat channel, same Bardic time. A quick announcement for next week, the 21st? Yes, the 21st. Because Critical Role...
birthday!
Whose?
Sorry. It's Kelly's birthday.
Kelly, you're not watching,
Just
so happy
wanted to say
birthday. I'll tell you on Sunday.
Have to throw that out there.
Sure, yeah, of course. So because it's Kelly's birthday, we do have to end. Because it's Critical Role, they're doing their brand new campaign. I'm a Critical Role noob. It's the only reason I'm dungeon mastering. So it's a sticker. It's a thing. Merch. If you go to our merch store, you can get a Dungeon Daddy sticker. Good save, Mike. You're welcome. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. So, but anyways, we'll be starting about we'll be ending an hour-ish early. So we'll be ending at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just to make sure that any of you guys that want to watch the first episode of Campaign 3, meet the characters, things like that. So don't worry. I will asterisk that, as I do with every game here. My priority is to Fates. So if we're in the middle of something, I will not abruptly stop it for the love of my players. So we can always go VOD Critical Role if need be. So yeah, that being said, thank you guys so much. If you're new here and you want to see some of our old episodes, we are posting all of them in our VODs if you want to subscribe, or I am catching up and I'm almost there. We're almost there. Getting up on YouTube. So you can go back, watch those, and catch up with our wonderful story of our 4 Chosens here. So we have our socials. If you haven't followed, you can catch up on any announcements, any fun art that I see that I retweet, a lot of really cool things, a lot of great just announcements, giveaways, adventures going on Twitter in the TTRPG community, really kind of being pushed by Literary DM as well. So definitely want to jump on Twitter. It's a hopping community right now. I think that's it. Oh, Isle of Monsters. Guys, if you know the Sips, then you know the Sips. But if you don't, Sip, it's not Sips. It's Sip Master General. Go check his Twitch out. This Monday is the episode 2 of his Isle of Monsters or Monster Hunter type module. It's super fun. Mark and Rachel play in it, and they got some wild barbarian characters that like to go in and kill things, but it's really spooky right now. So it's super fun. Yeah, definitely go check that out and give him a follow. And if you're not part of our Discord, we have a Discord that we share with our sister channel, Marky Gaming, which you'll hear more about here soon from Rachel and Mark. But if you want to join our Discord, we have a plethora of amazing content creators, artists, cosplayers, RP writers, narrative writers, and we have a lot of content streamers. So we got Literary DM, Silent Legend, Amara, all these people in there that you can go check out. They're wonderful friends, and you can check out all of their activity in there while we're offline. And it's just an absolutely positive thing that they have helped create. It's everyone's thing. So yeah, I'm super just honored to be able to bring that to you guys and be a part of it, really. I think that's it as far as my announcements. Shout out to Deely and Rachel both for doing our art for many different projects, but we'll talk about it. So let's get into our player intros.
Hi, I'm Deely. I play Meikai, the Kensai monk.
Yeah.
And yeah, I also do art, and I try to stream every Tuesday and Wednesday, but it's kind of been hit and miss lately. But I do stream at least once a week, so it's really fun. I like seeing people in there and interacting, so come and hang out and good time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. Normally you go and. So
and?
Okay.
Oh, man. I got spoiled with my people last night. They just kind of went one to the other.
We have a thing.
I'm sorry.
Is it? All right.
And you got a drum roll that time.
My name is Rachel. And I stream under Marquee Gaming. Normally I do art on Mondays at 3:30 CST. Which, that was a super fun stream on Monday, you guys. We had, like, a lot of people in there. It was fun. Lots of text walls. It was a good time. So, thanks for making it so fun, everybody. And then Saturdays, I have been trying to start up gaming streams. I will say, though, no gaming stream this Saturday. We are having a very, very long work meeting. My brain will be mush by stream time. So, next Saturday, catch me then. And that's it.
And
that's me.
Hey.
Hello, I'm John, also known as Deely's husband.
Woo.
Yes, we're keeping that going because it's still true.
Oh.
And excited to be here. It's been a long week. Lots of stuff happening. Glad to be here. It's always nice to be here.
Yay.
And I apologize for... I just went through all the art stuff, by the way. Great, some great pieces there. If you guys haven't been to the art channel, go to the art channel. It's awesome. And again, I haven't kept up with as much as I'd like, but I still am seeing everything that's coming through there, and it's all great. It's all awesome. I really appreciate it. Love and appreciate everyone's hard work, both in doing art, but also in interacting. I'm sorry I don't interact a lot. That's just kind of my tempo in a lot of things. It has nothing to do with anybody.
It keeps it mysterious.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
You show up here and you just get to see the beard go. It's what happens. Maybe one day it'll go and disappear again. Who knows? You'll have to show up to find out. It's a new experience every week.
Got him. Advertising.
But with that, I do play Kahu. I am a Kalishtar fighter, Rune Knight. It has been awesome. I'm excited to see where things continue to go in the story, and look forward to continuing moving forward in this. And I pass that on.
And last but not least,
hi everybody. I'm Mark of Marquee Gaming. I just lost all my points on Bardicdice's channel. I'm still number one all time on the leaderboard though, so I don't feel that bad. But yeah, I stream on Sundays. Our D&D game, Beacon's Aura. Mike's in that game. Rachel's in that game. It's a great time. So you can join us at 2 p.m. CST at Marquee Gaming and have a good time with us there. It's fun. We had a gross kind of monster they fought last time.
Oh, I forgot about it. I totally forgot about that, Mark.
It's spooky month. We're gonna be spooky this month. It's just how it's gonna work. It's a good time.
Corpse.
Yeah,
what was it called again? A corpse vine?
Corpse flower.
Yum.
From this book.
Shouting out Mordenkaim's Tome of Foes if you want to go to D&D Beyond, which we have an extension for our own players. Not sponsored, but would love to be. But what I am sponsored by is Epic Games. If you like Epic Games, you can use Bardicdice when you check out to help support the channel, like Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, or Far Cry, or I think Back for Blood just dropped. I think it's in Epic Games. I have to double check. But anyways, that's not part of my announcements. I just like going into random sponsorships. So one day, when you're watching my channel, you'll realize I can do announcements. So, that being said, I'm ready for some D&D. Are you guys? And roll that clip.
sky, sun, moon, ocean, ally. Seek the path where darkness hides, corrupting all the good inside. They will travel the hard way, igniting light through the untamed. Wilderness won't disguise the elements sent to destroy the fragile weave of destiny. Just one of the many evils sent to break the world. Protect them as legend unfolds. Pull on threads of fate, strings of time, metal clash as they climb. Champions of the sky, sun, moon, ocean, ally. Seek the path where darkness hides, bring light to where evil abides. Come on, roll the dice as heroes take the fight.
As we get right back into the next episode of Fates United, a Wishful reunion. At the tail end of our last episode, our one and only Meikai, as Anais was walking through her hometown of Solisterum, burned down by the evil group Lightus that has killed the rest of her family and is after her. Finding little mementos and pieces that remind her of her time as an innocent member of the family. Meikai, our other wonderful tiefling, was spending time with Zachary's sisters, keeping them preoccupied and distracted. Speaking of missing home and planting a wisteria seed, Zachary's sister Iris said, "I wish Mom and Dad were here." Meikai, speaking those same words, seemed to activate some sort of spark of wish. Having her parents all the way from Hanazuka, a southern valley, almost half a continent away, appearing right in front of her eyes, reunited for the first time in 2 years. All of this is being slowly scrolled and written in by an old man sitting on a hill in a book, watching lovingly at this reunion, while also kind of knowing and foreseeing what will be next on their list and steps. It's a little bit of a sigh of sadness, though hope, in his eyes as he continues writing the story of our chosens. That's not where we're going to jump back into tonight's game. Not quite yet. Our game pans over to another dark hallway, lit with just a torch, as almost through the eyes of the perspective, as we're walking through a cave, the torch lighting up shadows and cobwebs. In front of your eyes is a metal mask, just barely seen with your vision, but you can see through the eye holes. Left, no, it was right. Turn right, down a few more catacombs. You can see the bones of some poor soul who has been laid to rest and possibly forgotten down here. As you go into an opening room, a table familiar with the map of Organia on it and different chess pieces. We've seen this scene before, right before Sir Kar's death, or right after Sir Kar's death. I've lost sight of them. You can hear almost as if your own voice was proclaiming through this mask. Across the other side, you can see 4 other masked individuals, metallic, shining in the torchlight. The one of them standing off in the shadow, just barely covering who it is standing there. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll show themselves soon. Across to your left, a female's voice. Oh, I sure hope so. I do want to play with them again. And across to the right, a much older sounding, gentler voice. Now remember, we need them alive. They're part of our plan. So no crazy actions, if you know what I mean. From the other side, just a laughter that echoes through the catacombs. Oh, crazy. I've been called worse. I just like to play with my food before we eat it. As the spider mask you can see in the lights. We need to stop meeting here like this, or someone will catch on. And looking over to the shadow, the older, gentler voice looks. Promise you'll get your revenge. And stepping forward into the light is a burned, scarred human with dark brownish hair that cuts off as a burn goes across the side. His eyes eerily similar to Car's, as if a twin or something. And that's where we'll jump back into our chosens for tonight. I think we left off in the kitchen of Bricarius' house, if I remember.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think we quite went to bed, right? Is that... Trying to
No,
remember.
I don't think we went to bed.
No. My mom had told me to sit up.
We'll say everyone kind of took a moment to process what had happened. Bricarius is kind of rolling over and cleaning off kind of the kitchen area and preparing it so for some more actual tea, because that's pretty much all he knows what to do right now. You said you had Nasuka tea? We can try and make a big kettle, I guess. And, right, yes, of course. And your father walks over and begins handing him most of that. What are you guys doing?
So I just feel like this is really crazy that you're still here right in front of everyone. How bad is the country right now?
Your mother just kind of looks down and... I mean... We had to move our house to the outskirts to one of the farms. Even then, many of us still feels the effects, as you can see, but... It's gotten bad. It's almost like the sun doesn't even want to come and break the clouds anymore. The darkness and it's almost been pouring out from the capital. A lot of rumors are worried of the king being sick or some other thing happening, but you know us, I mean, we don't really have access to the same circles as before.
Right.
But dear,
So
none of that matters now. We'll get soon.
Well, I'm sure that we have to go after the darkness. So I think that it will become a problem for us to solve eventually. And who knows if it spreads? I mean, who's after that? The Elvish Plains and Celestia? We don't want that going.
Please, you need to eat. I haven't seen you eat anything yet. Please, make me feel... Oh, thank you. If you're going to defeat the darkness, you have to have your strength, right?
I've already eaten today.
I have not seen it.
Anyways.
It is not your responsibility to fight the darkness, dear. You
Yes, it is.
fought
We're
your nightmares
chosens.
there, and look what happened.
Yeah, but we're chosen, right? I'm gonna look at everybody else. I mean, that's kind of what we have to do.
That's fine for them, but what does that mean for you? Why does my daughter have to be a chosen and put yourself in danger? No offense, you all seem quite lovely.
I want to help their families and friends too.
Your mother, you just kind of
At
like
least-
see her like holding the tea cup, kind of just like for warmth and comfort. I know you have meant for something special, and your dad kind of comes back and puts his hand on your shoulder, on her shoulder. Your mother's just worried for you. It's been a long time since we've heard from you.
Yeah, because everything gets burned. So I talked to you 3 months ago, Father. Did the king seem okay at that point?
Seemed fine then. This was quite recent. It's almost like the wisterias are dying or something.
I've been planting some all over.
You make us proud.
As I... Thanks. But maybe we can take other seeds? I don't know. I just feel... I don't know. I'm just glad that you're out of there.
We are too. And as long as we're with you, you don't have to do this chosen thing anymore. We can be a family and be safe. Why don't you bring all your families here? It seems quite safe here. She looks over at Anais and Zachary.
Well, I think there's a lot of other things, complications to that. I'm gonna look at Anais and just kind of like ask in the sign language and just be like, should I tell them? Should I not? Like, how much do you want me to say?
Anais, who was already actually writing a question, just kind of like looks over at you and then just writes something else and then slides it over so that you can read it and then they can read it. It's in Infernal, and it just says, why is it important that Wisteria are dying? And then underneath, they're dead.
Zachary, you kind of look over and Katrina's already fallen asleep and Iris is like starting to yawn pretty widely.
I'm gonna go and work with Brian where they're sleeping.
Yes, great idea. Right this way. I started cleaning a few. They should be fine. At least an area to put some bedrolls for now. And he like quickly rolls out of the room because he doesn't want to be here anymore.
Zach's gone too.
Yip, 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 yip. Yeah. Your mother just turns to you like, Mekai, where are your manners? You're not supposed to have side conversations at the table. That's rude. What about the rest of the people that want to be included?
I just say sorry to Anais.
I like
Inside.
the notebook.
Yeah, this.
On the table in front of them.
Are you just sliding it just so they can read it?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, okay. Oh, what was the first part?
The first was, and she
The
wrote
Mysterious.
it in Infernal for them.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
she
okay.
was going to show it to them. So it says, why is it important that Wisteria is dying? And then underneath it says,
Yeah.
they're dead. Sounds like two very
Oh, the
abrupt
Wisterias
voices.
of... Oh dear. I'm my apologies. I did not mean any rudeness from that. No, and she actually slides over and grabs your hand and is just kind of like in a motherly. I'm so sorry, dear. It breaks my heart.
It's really sad.
I'm so sorry.
This was their home.
You kind of see her just like now looking around.
I mean, not this. This is Precarious's home, but this is her
the one in
home
the wheelchairs. I'm just trying to keep with it.
Mm-hmm.
The father just kind of like patting the shoulder, like, "Dear, pay attention." You know, like, you got this. I see. So, we're in your home, yes?
She takes a pen and then writes, I suppose technically yes.
Well, it is rude to ask questions about people's personal life. And you see the mom has kind of that same make-eye, like, but I want to know look, but I'm not going to ask. So the wisteria trees, yes, they are very important in our culture. It is what many have spoken through the stories of how we are connected to the affinities, and that they were blessings and gifts for the tieflings being chosen to be on the side of the affinities. And you kind of see her like looking back out towards where Zach went. Again, not that everybody is the same. Or
No.
what? Do not do that to your mother.
Where is this game going?
I am loving your parents.
Make I and her mom, I could watch like an hour of that.
The father goes back over and is kind of catering to the tea very particularly. Kahu and Anais, you both look over, and as you're looking at both the parents, the mother is very much more dignified is not the right word, but well kept and well mannered, as if she comes from the halls of royalty or well trained sort of thing, like a high dining. Her father, though, seems like he could stand side by side with her, seems a little bit more earthly, like he's, you know, works outside with his hands and a little bit more grounded to earth, you could say. If that makes sense.
Anais writes, so it's dangerous for you to be back there, right? I mean, you're welcome to stay here for as long as you need.
She just kind of like touches her face a little bit. She goes, I mean, I don't know if we are truly safe or not, or what this means. But thank you. Your hospitality is greatly appreciated. And so, did you all choose to be chosen?
No.
Can you choose not to be if you don't want to be one?
Nope. Oh, yes.
She's nodding her head like that's not right.
Anais will sign to make eye just so she can translate. But she's noticed she's like looking at the mom too, like, am I gonna get in trouble? Like, she signs. Yeah, she signs. At least I know they told me I could have a choice. And maybe it wasn't the same for you.
No.
What did she say, Mekai? Yes? We could not understand what she said, so it's polite to let everyone else know.
She said that she had a choice when she was presented with this opportunity.
Aye.
Of Lotha.
So you chose?
He did.
And you?
Kahu? No. I don't. Well, it was weird. It was presented to me in a lot of darkness and bringing up a lot of stuff that happened with June. And then it was like, half-dead people coming after me, but it was all in my mind. And then I accidentally stabbed Kahu, but then he hugged me, but then we were separated again. And then it was just a huge nightmare. And then I was just like, ah, and then I accepted, I think. And then we killed a basilisk. I don't know what it was.
I'm so proud. I don't know what half of that meant. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? And she like kind of slaps your shoulder, Kahu, a little bit, kind of that in a like, you're part of this conversation, don't be quiet way. She stabbed you?
It was a little stab.
I mean,
I've had much
are you
worse.
Together or something?
No.
I'm sorry. I don't know how this works.
We're traveling together, but
Yeah, we're traveling together. We're all traveling together.
Well, I mean, stab someone.
I just told you about someone else.
is it common in your culture to stab people you like?
No, it's not.
I mean, it makes defense. I'm just saying.
It's the track record so far.
I mean, it tracks.
It does. It's so sad. She only stabs nobility, by the way.
It still tracks.
No. Kahu, no.
Anais signs hastily because she's seeing Makai looks flustered, and she signs, I stabbed Kahu too.
Yeah, she stabbed him too. Wait, you did?
What is happening here? I thought you
She
said
was
you were
trying to
all
attack the
friends.
light.
I don't know, Mom.
Is that what happens? Is this like a fight club among chosens or something?
This is just what happens at the Centaurium when darkness is present and you're a chosen and you bring it upon yourself.
We were very worried you went to the Centaurium. You know those 4 were found? Poisoned? It was a disaster.
Really?
Yes. All 4.
How did you find out?
Well, I mean, gossip goes around. We have ladies' club, you know.
Yeah, but
I still have my ins.
okay, but how?
You see,
Was
like,
it
as she's like holding the plate up, you can see like she would very much like be home within like one of those like tea ladies clubs.
Well, how did you know that? I mean, was it advertised that I was?
Yes.
Why?
Well,
I thought I was hated.
your mother
I'm only
doesn't.
the sixth
Your mother
one.
doesn't say anything. Do you look at your father?
Yeah.
They blamed you, Makai. It was a decree from the king or something. We didn't believe it, but it gives a real pointed look at your mom. It's what they said. I didn't believe it for a second, Caesar. Though I would have been proud of you if they had tried to hurt you and you defended yourself. Just saying.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know either. I'm just happy you're
Well,
alive.
Yeah, I'm happy that you're alive and that you didn't age anymore before we found you.
Oh dear, I know. It's been the worst. I don't know what's happening to me.
Anais signs, is it only you two that have been aging fast?
Well, that's a good
Or
question.
Other people.
No, it's the older generation.
None of the young ones?
Not yet, at least. No.
None of the cousins are just aunts and uncles?
Again, your mother looks down, kind of just
Wait.
twirling her tea.
What about Grandma and Grandpa?
I'm sorry, Makai. They passed away.
From this?
No, is that I don't think your father wanted to burden you, but they had passed away about 9 months ago.
Mm.
Your grandmother, I think, died shortly after of a broken heart.
Oh.
But the king has... Well, the king has decided that anyone under the age of 25 must join the army and show up as the capital. We haven't seen our cousins in quite some time.
Weird.
That is not a good sign.
Nice signs. Are they preparing to go somewhere? To fight someone?
See, that's the thing. It's the rumors around is that no one's leaving. That they're closing the gates, and it's almost like they are protecting the capital or something.
There's nobody except... If they aren't... The king has to be doing something. He wouldn't be... The younger generation wouldn't be not aging while the older one is dying quicker. I mean, but there's no benefit in that.
But
He has to be doing something.
How could the king be a part of this? He's just a man. He's just a tiefling like the rest of us.
We've seen people make deals with darkness.
Oh, do not accuse someone of that without proof, Mekai.
No,
It's very rude to have your judgments upon people before meeting them. She looks again over at Zachary's location.
And he's kind of a questionable person.
Very good with your trainings there. You do never speak bad of someone. I'm so proud of you. You would make such a good queen. Yes, you would. Oh, thank you for the hydrate pail. Thank you.
You know, I'm gonna look at Kahu. What do you think about all of this, Kahu?
Mother looks very excited to hear more from you. You have not spoken much.
You're a big, strong man.
And that's when Meikai's father starts handing out like the tea. It's got little flakes of wisteria leaves in it, but very aroma, very comforting.
Aromatic.
Yes.
When did you say this all began?
That's
The dying of the wisteria.
3 months ago.
Very shortly after your father met with you, Meikai.
Mm.
That's when we began to gather.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I think things are accelerating in a way that I don't have the information about, but it doesn't seem good.
And you are from Fusoaga, is that correct?
I turn over, I look at her. That is correct.
It is a pleasure to meet you. She kind of puts out her hand.
I guess I will take it and kind of give a bow.
As you do, she kind of grabs it and begins inspecting the different tattoos. And she goes, "Oh, that is beautiful. They are different, but similar to Hanosuken images of the affinities. Am I correct? Does your family respect the affinities as well?" Stop making me laugh. I'm in character.
Are they not the ones who have done so much to direct where the world currently is at?
It's very wise.
Yes.
You have
to your question.
Sad eyes, though. You look like you have seen many years. I see that in many of our age, not your age, though.
You can't say people have sad eyes. That's rude.
Just quiet, Mekai.
War adds more years to one's life than it should.
I'm sorry. And it's okay if you're an elder. Just reminding you, Mekai. When you're elder, you have a position of wisdom that you can offer. So, anyways, I'm just saying. So.
Pretty sure we're close to the same age.
Yeah, you're just a year younger than I am.
Oh no, I meant myself. I'm much older than you both. Yes.
Oh,
You could be like my child as well. Maybe, one day. We'll see. She goes, but you over there, and she points back over to Anaya. She goes, you are adorable. We can work on the hair a little bit. You would brighten up wonderfully, little one.
She likes giving makeovers, just
I
to warn me.
I miss it so much.
She did that to me all the time. Now you know where that comes from.
You are not leaving without a makeover. It's just... It is what Auntie says.
I bought her that coat and scarf.
You did. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm wearing, but you could tell me.
What her parents are wearing?
Yeah, I don't know what they're wearing. What are they wearing?
Her mom is, well, I put a picture of them in the Discord. Her mom wears a lot of purple to match her eyes. I didn't even describe her parents. Her mom has the same horns, but they're black, which you can assume was probably Meikai's. And then her mom has dark, almost black hair, and it's really short, kind of comes at like a slight, like, to here, just under the ears. And she looks very similar to Meikai. She has bangs and stuff. And then her and her dad both have little diamonds under their eye, little black diamonds. There's a big one and a little one. And it's kind of like Meikai's tattoos, except Meikai's are white. And then her mom's like, she's short. She's like 5'2". And then her dad's probably like 5'10". And he has longer hair that's in a ponytail, and his horns go back, and his hair's more brown, and he has these like bright blue eyes. And he's just in kind of like work clothes, like farm-ish kind of clothes. So like just like a loose-fitting shirt and some trousers and boots. It looks like he literally was just in the fields.
I was gonna say, and he also looks like he just went to karaoke, 100%. Yeah, it's like a little fun twinkle in his eyes as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'd much rather all of you start over and just be safe. Stay here, start your own little families. But I assume you're not going to, are you?
No. That stuff will all, I don't know, go and spread and infect other people and families. And mess with Celestia, mess with Fusuaga, mess with, we don't want it coming up here to Anais' home. Although, maybe the other elves deserve it. I looked at Anais.
And you were calling me a racist, huh?
Normally she would have nodded along, but she just sort of looks like a little tense and like looks at Kahu actually, and then just looks away.
There's a little awkward silence where everyone's just drinking tea.
You just hear in your mind, yes.
Oh, did you notice
something at some point? Just you can do your thing back for that. I want to interject something.
Yeah, let's jump over. Let's jump over to you real quick.
Do that conversation, and then I'll do my thing.
Cool.
Yeah, it was something. It was just really quick.
Okay.
She goes, "Oh, you could tell I wanted to talk to you."
It was kind of a lingering stare.
Oh, okay. Please. We need to talk, like, soon. Like, the four of us. I found something at the house. It has to do with you. I'm nervous.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm still blushing from the beard compliment. All right, so we'll jump over to Zachary real quick as Break Harris. While you guys were at the house and with Kahu's help, they had cleared out part of the back house that had not been burned, and Bardicdice had kind of prestidigitation some of the beds. So there's one bed there, and then kind of like area on the floor if you wanted to sleep near him.
So yeah, I'll tuck the two in and just kind of have my stuff settled as well, so I won't make a ton of noise when I come in later. But
yeah, Katrina is out. Iris is kind of holding your neck as you carry her, but kind of still just awake and like rubbing her eyes a little bit.
Okay, go to sleep.
Maybe I wanted some tea.
There'll be plenty of tea for you.
Hey, Zachary.
Yeah.
Is it okay that I'm really happy for Meikai, but also really sad that Mom and Dad didn't show up?
Feel the same way?
I really miss them.
I do too.
But
I'm gonna see what I can do to help.
she like gives you a really big hug. But you've been the best. What did they call it? Substitute dad, brother. In sense, you're doing really good.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully not much longer.
Really? What do you mean?
I hope. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can help.
You gonna bring him back here?
I want to bring all of us back together.
Really like that.
Yeah. But it might take some time, so.
Can you get one of those seeds so I can make a wish?
Seeds?
I don't know how she made them. She made her parents show up. She like planted a seed and said, "I wish something." I guess I did the same. You need to figure out how she did that.
You let me know if you figure it out too.
Okay,
You're smart. Now go to sleep.
fine. Big people talk without us. She like, she's kind of like slumps over and turns the other way. But yeah, you see her kind of cuddle up to Katrina. Rick Harris said he's wheeled over to the wall, and you see him pull out from his bag one of those red gems, and there's a device there that looks similar to what would be like a lit lantern, but it's more of a in between of a lantern and like a small heater, and he places it in there and starts the gem, and you can immediately feel warmth filling the room on this cold night.
Thanks for letting us stay here.
It's good to have the house full again. When you're done with the parents, why don't you grab the four? You all seem like you had stuff to talk about. I'll watch everybody.
Yeah. He's gonna message Camtrip Kahu. Just be like, hey, I got something I need to talk to you about. If you want to walk away from the table, I'm not back.
Okay, I will see if I can be there soon. And Anais hears Zach just said something similar to you.
What?
What we just talked about. Zach just
Yeah.
reached out to me and said he needs to talk.
Oh yeah, he knows the same thing. It's the same thing.
Okay.
While you guys are talking in your minds, Meikai's mother goes, you need to clean their nails. Give me your hand. And just give it to me. And grabs your hand and begins kind of like cleaning and getting some of the dirt out from under your nails from the trip.
I'm sorry to say, I have to excuse myself.
Of course.
I'm not going anywhere, so... Alright.
Do you want to go off with your friends, Meikai?
Yes.
After not seeing your mother for 2 years, that's fine. We'll be right here when you get back.
I mean, it's almost been 3, but yeah, I'll be right back.
Has it really? And then she kind of turns to your dad and just, is it really been that? Time sure flies. I don't remember. And they're just now talking. It's more your mom talking, your dad just kind of listening. He really wants to just like start cooking, but there's not much food here, so. All right, you guys.
I'll point as we're going. I'll point to my bag and say, "There's food and stuff in there."
Oh, that's thank you. And then just kind of like a silent thank you, and just finds like some rice and beans and is beginning to start cooking. Yeah, Silent, you missed it earlier when Meikai's mom told Meikai to stop being a racist, huh? So, Silent gets it. Anyways, so you guys leave the table. What are you guys doing? Precarious is staying inside, though kind of nods to you all, and together you need chosen time, right?
Apparently.
I'll keep them preoccupied, don't worry.
She signs. I don't know, maybe you might need to hear this too, Brad, unless you want me to just fill you in later.
It's up to you. I realize that shortly you all will be going off, the 4 of you, so whichever you prefer.
This might be something you'll have interest in.
Sure.
Nice nods.
He just wheels to the kitchen door and goes, please make yourself at home, there's food. All right. That looks delicious. I'm excited to try some when I get back. Make yourself at home. And your mother's already grabbing candles and plates and washing them and things like that, so. Sure. Where do you guys want to go?
Is there... Yeah, like, is there a different part of the house? Or, like, I don't even know how big his house is.
Or outside.
It's a fairly small house. Yeah, he kind of just wheels you out front, leads you out front. That sounds bad. And there's a tree, like, so kind of like a front area that's like where a garden used to be, but it's kind of left unkept. And a large tree that overhangs where, obviously, they've spent numerous nights outside by like almost like a fire pit that you guys could go to.
Okay.
Fire pit sounds nice.
It really does.
I wish we had
Rachel wants the fire.
I wish we had an ASMR that could shoot, firebolts or something. That'd be fantastic.
That'd be nice.
But you guys want me to start a fire?
I mean, like a controlled, embracing one, not a town burning down everything we know type one.
Let me gather some wood.
Okay.
If you want or not. I mean, maybe too soon.
Poor Zach.
I'm gathering wood.
What did I do? What did I do? There we go.
What
Sorry.
did you do?
My mouse is on
Oh my gosh.
My mouse is on the Discord page, and I think singled in on someone. My bad. My bad.
Scary.
My mouse is right next to my keyboard, so anytime I move it, it like clicks the side buttons. Surprise!
So, when he gets the firewood, I'll start up a little fire.
It doesn't take long. Yeah.
So I'll hand the note first to Bry.
What is this?
We found that under the floorboards at Karis's, or not Karis, Anais' old house.
It's gonna happen.
I gotta be a DM for her too.
For the sake of people that either missed last week's or for recap, the note reads, Ogum, who's the and references the capital of the plains. The council is convening, ready to war. And Bardicdice is kind of reading this all out. Must leave the plains to survive. Could either vote to take north of Giant's Bane or take south to Fusuaga. And you kind of see him stop. Kana survived. Brought with him an emissary of Lytus. He's like looking up at Anais for a second, and then continues.
And she's just like gauging his reactions for all of it.
Erindil, the council member with Kellum and Alden. Yeah, I'm aware of her. She spoke of protection against the drought. Slowly, one by one, even those that opposed her seemed to begin to agree with her. They left to a spot in Gleam Shore where water runs for all. A safe haven. It speaks where Gleam Shore is, down the shore about halfway down the plains, and looks like they're reuniting the elves, or attempting to, looking to either attack the fort up at Giant's Bane or down at Fusuaga, like you said. They have heard rumors of a split and are distracted. And he kind of looks back over to Kahu this time. I see why you... Oh, this is relevant.
Yeah. Kahu. I'm gonna hold out one of the sending stones. You can warn your parents or family or whoever you need to warn there about this.
Just before you do, are you not concerned that any of this is a trap or a red herring? I mean, I saw Connor. He did not survive. I was at his funeral.
A nice signs. How sure are you that it was him?
There's a flash of almost like, I know my son, and then it just kind of stops, and thinking back to like everything that's happened, and especially not knowing who he let in here at Solastarum when they got your family. Right. I guess I don't know. I mean, I buried him, so... Right.
These signs, would you bury him?
By the tree. Kind of looks back over to the center of town.
Maybe we need to check. I know that may not sound respectful, but with this word going around.
How do we check that?
They want to dig up my son.
See if we find a body.
Nice signs. I'll do it. You don't have to, Brian.
You've done enough. Your battle is just... We're both in this battle.
I could do it.
Can we maybe do it in the morning? It's pretty dark out here anyway.
Do you want to warn somebody?
A nice signs. Does that look like his handwriting? I don't remember his name. Sorry.
Ogum, I mean, yeah,
Ogum.
It's... Could be, for sure. Though, I am beginning to not put anything past Lytus at this point. They seem to be high on deception and lies.
They seem to have a lot of abilities to transform and stuff.
That's what I've been trying to understand. No one really had any of these levels of powers before. I mean, even Kalaman minds are limited.
Darkness?
So focused, I guess you could say.
Anaya signs, well, didn't Kahu... And she says it in Kahu's head, too, so he can hear it. But, Didn't Virtus, the one that raised you or whatever, didn't she already... I mean, that was years ago. So she was already powerful a long time ago.
I guess you're right.
And if she's in league with, or talk to your family, why would they attack your people?
Have you told Bry about Kahu and Virtus?
He was there. Yeah, Bry was there when Kahu told us. Because he had his spirit walk and Virtus was there.
I just couldn't remember if Bry was part of that.
John, do you remember?
Spirit walk when? I apologize.
The Dwarven Temple.
When you saw Virtus?
Yeah, I saw... I don't think it was Virtus, it was the lady. It was,
yeah, it was Virtus.
Yeah, Virtus is the old lady
that
that's head of
yes.
Lightus, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yes, it was Virtus. That did happen at the temple.
So yeah, we'll assume that Bricarius. I just couldn't remember.
I think that's when he told us everything about that, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I just didn't know if like Bricarius was necessarily there as well. I have a floating camera. Okay. Sorry. OBS has been very weird lately.
So, Kat, do you want to warn somebody?
I can. How does this work?
You just focus on who you're sending it to. Get just a few words, not a lot. A couple sentences, maybe. And then they can reply.
Maybe tell them that it's not 100% confirmed, but to start getting prepared just in case.
How many people can I send things to?
One. So choose who you think you can contact about it.
Give me a moment to think.
Does he seem like really worried? Or what does Kahu look like right now?
I was gonna second that.
What does Kahu look like right now?
Ah.
He looks very unsure about what's happening right now. Like he's aware there's this information that's here, but he's hasn't caught up with him yet. He knows he can talk to one person. He's unsure of who that should be. Because he has two schools of thoughts going through his mind right now. So, which person would be the best to contact? So he seems kind of unsure. That's the best way I can describe it. He doesn't have a solid direction to go at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of pacing.
The thing is, you have tonight or tomorrow to decide. I mean, this seems urgent, but not pressing, if that makes any sense. They're going to have to gather. They're going to have to decide. They're probably still in transit.
I mean, this note was found underneath all the ash. So it was here before the fires. How early? I don't know.
Right.
I'm gonna warn
Nice
Giant
signs, I
Bane.
guess it's. She just signs. I guess it was as people were leaving, though, so not that long ago.
As people were leaving, how do you know that?
Because he was talking about where they're going.
Okay, maybe.
Or at least shortly before. If there was... I doubt they would tell them so early on their plans, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the village cleared out, what, 3 weeks ago or something?
It's a little bit of an unknown, I guess.
Yeah. Do you want to warn Giantsbane? That's probably a good idea.
I'll warn them. And God, when you want to warn somebody, you can.
There's just one person ever.
No, it's one per day.
Hey, Kyle, you know the chief has something similar that they use to reach the Goliath chief. So it's not too unfamiliar to you. Though yourself, you might not have ever interacted with it, but...
Okay. I have an idea. May I see it?
I'll hand it to him.
Do I just say this in my head, or do I have to speak this out loud?
I think you can just say it in your head if you want.
Just remember, it's a one-way response, and then they can respond. You can't continue the conversation.
Yeah.
What are the words on the document?
I'll hand it to you, I guess.
What's it written in?
Oh, that's a good question.
Elvish.
Yeah.
Is it common?
It's
Okay.
Elvish.
Right.
Can somebody read this to me, please?
Did you already post what was on there? Mike?
Yeah.
Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
posted.
Brett Karras had just said it out loud as well, but he can repeat it.
Yeah. So they're either going to go Giantsbane or they're going to attack Fusuwaga.
Like, the elves essentially want to establish a new home.
Mhm.
And so they're going to attack someone else to do it.
They're split and
Giantsbane or
distracted
Fusuwaga.
now,
Yeah.
but who knows how long that will last.
I believe if you look at the comma and it's not well written, looked hastily written. Sorry, DM notes. That is speaking of Fusuwaga, not the elves.
Oh,
Fusuwaga seems split and indecisive. That almost like they're saying it's a prime chance to attack.
okay.
That was just because like
So-
these are supposed to be like my own notes, not written out clear for you guys, and I just copy pasted.
Okay. So your people are split. So they might be a prime target.
Kahu, we haven't spoken much, but is this because you were sent to the Centaurium?
I imagine that is the word that got out. Give me a moment, I need to send a message.
Of course.
Mother. Word of our fracturing seems to have reached the ears of some who would seek to use this opportunity. Three words.
3 words left.
Prepare for war.
You're saying this to your mother, right?
Yep.
You hear a little bit of a pause. My Kahu Stone. But to hear your voice. I fear war will be coming upon our footsteps. Either from within or from without. Do what you must. Wish to have you return home soon.
Paul looks pretty solemn and hands the stone back to Zach.
Everything okay?
No.
Are you
Are they
going
already
to elaborate?
there? What happened?
Yeah. Elaborate?
You got a
Please?
response, right? From whoever you sent it to?
I did.
Okay.
Who'd you send it to?
Send it to my mother. It
Is she
seems
okay?
war is failing to be an inevitability there. Not just with what I warned of, but perhaps within.
Why are they fighting?
Because what happened the day I got sent out. Because I am unworthy in many's eyes. And yet I was the one who was selected.
Because your sister was supposed to take over, right?
Based on the way things had gone before in all the years, yes.
Is it her that's mad or more the people and your sister doesn't mind?
I have a feeling if I had a chance to talk with my sister, we might be able to come to something. But it's also my feeling that my brother, whom I do not get along with the best, has used the opportunity to turn her ear.
Is this that brother?
The one who wanted a Maya for himself, yes.
Probably looks at Zach like, what?
Well, at least they're warned, right?
It's something.
For the many years that I've known them, Saga hasn't fallen. You are a strong people. You now have a chosen.
But our strength has often been in its unity, not in its division. That leaves me worried. Many shield brothers and sisters fall when they split.
your brother would be okay with starting a war against you?
Possibly. I don't know.
It's no different than the elves. If they feel desperate enough, kin will turn against kin. I believe you all four have more in common than you realize. Your struggles, your missions, not only because you're chosens, but because you care about each other and can see past the divides of race. We're all in this together, in this fight.
Somehow we have to convince others that that's true.
That is what the Chosens have done well and are best at. Or worst at.
Naya says, so is this something that's important to take care of at some point, Kahu, or do you think it will work itself out?
I have a feeling without me there, the full healing will not ever occur. I'm the thing that has caused it to separate. I feel that I need to be the thing that brings it together again. You can't become
No,
whole
mine's
with
on turn 2. Sorry.
Yeah, you can't become whole with something lost.
You got a little internet blip.
Yeah, you've been kind of choppy too, Mike. I don't know if it's your internet or what.
Been having
Little
internet
robot-y.
issues. Yeah, it's been going really slow lately, like for a couple minutes and then come back. Let me see. How's it now? Is it better?
I'll refresh.
Rather not restart my computer, but I don't know why I'm having any internet issues, because I shouldn't be. I mean, I'm in an apartment complex where everyone has the same exact internet provider too, so.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like it's... No, just kidding. Every time it starts, then it starts buffering again.
What the heck?
We need to break early and figure it out.
Well, Alan says it's good. Or it was,
Is it good?
just kidding.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and take a break now. We'll try and see if the internet fixes itself in about the next 10 minutes and then come back about 9 o'clock.
Perfect.
Sure.
Sorry, guys. All right, we'll go ahead and take a break, try and get the internet hopefully working better. And we'll come back to figuring out exactly what's going on. All right, thanks, guys.